people
to say, okay, like, there's a group of people, I'm going to embarrass you in front of them. She does it just to, like, do it, you know?
She doesn't even do it maliciously.
Yeah,
you know?
it's just all in fun.
We're kidding around, and, you know,
and
she's loud,
yeah.
you know, so...
And you are the like highest paid dancers in show business, aren't you?
I believe it.
Yeah.
Happy about it.
Happy about it.
You know?
Kurt, you heard the criticism. Is this what Middle America is saying about Madonna? I mean, Middle America, not in a geographic sense, but...
Well, it might well be. I think art is personal experience made public. I mean, it's stuff that's done in public. That's what artists do. And I have great respect for people who have religious feelings, but I often feel that organized religion is a scam. And I think when you see what goes on with television evangelists, how can you deny that? Yeah.
Well, let me remark on that, because we had...
I think it's kind of off the point. You guys could talk about organized religion in the commercial break.
What I was going to say, though, Geraldo, she was criticized by a rabbi recently in January out in L.A. with the Wiesenthal Foundation for a remark that he took to be anti-Semitic. Her answer was, I am for tolerance and against hate. And yet she has publicly praised the act of people who desecrated St. Patrick's Cathedral and interrupted Mass there. That's not television evangelism. That was thousands of people trying to worship on a Sunday morning.
Is it possible that you're taking her too seriously? Isn't it possible that you're making too much of this thing?
I don't take her anyway at all, because I don't take her seriously. She isn't a serious entity in my view of the world.
But she's packing those stadiums. She's packing.
So did the Roman Colosseum, and they quit, you know, feeding lions to Christians some centuries ago. She is a scam artist who attracts, I believe, the immature.
Wait, okay, I've got to talk to before we take this break. All right, let me get 3 young people. Here, you 3 stand up. All right.
First of all, you're from the organization Premarital Sex. You think she induces that? Well, there was premarital sex way before Madonna, and I'm sure there'll be premarital sex way long after Madonna. I mean, it did not come with Madonna, and I'm sure it will soon be long after.
I don't understand why you're here on this show if you don't believe in her, don't want to have anything to do with her, don't take her seriously, or so you say. Why are you here trying to defend what you believe? If you believe that, you can
on the show. Madonna has become a symbol of our pop culture, and things are way out of control, and the joke is going to be on all of us.
I'd just like to say something. I'm a performer myself, and in Truth or Dare, when Madonna says that this is my show, this is how I express myself, I think that is total truth. I mean, everybody expresses themselves a different way, and this is her, and if you can't accept it, then forget about it.
All right, we've just begun. We've got to take our first commercial break. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Just like a prayer, your voice can take me there. Just like a muse to me, you are a mystery. Just like a dream, you are not what you seem. Just like a prayer, no choice, your voice can take me there. I'll take you there. It's not the dream to be.
Madonna, the material girl, yeah.
I just have a comment for you. You say that Madonna promotes pornography and everything else. I personally am an opera singer, and so is my friend. Now, there are various operas that promote incest, adultery, and everything else. What is the difference because the music is pretty? No, it's the same thing. But see, there's no problem with that. Why?
Why? One is classical, and people seem to... Wait a minute. Pardon me.
What's the difference?
If you're talking about classical opera, you're talking about something that has centuries of tradition to it, lovely music, and people see it as out there, pardon me, out there somewhere. Madonna, as these gentlemen have attested, gets to people in the current order and is setting a tone that is destructive.
You're contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
I never
you are,
do.
because she's promoting the same thing they have been, and that's been going on for centuries. So what's so different about it now?
No, that's not true.
Technology, she's beaming it out directly. It's like brainwashing. It's like an IV going into our kids' heads. And really, these people are so full of insecurity.
Churches have been hiding incest and alcoholism for years. Now it's just starting to come out. The churches have been hiding incest, adultery, and now Madonna brings it all out in the open, which believe that people have the right to get more help. If you know about it, they don't hide it, and they should be getting the help. More people that know, the more help you get.
I don't think she's speaking out against these things. She's promoting them.
I want to go to Niki first. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Isn't it a fact, Niki, that you refused to perform on the video Like a Prayer?
Well, first of all, I had a prior engagement, so that's one of the reasons I didn't do the video. I mean,
But you did have...
I'm a sister, I'm a woman of color. Burning crosses do mean something different to me than they mean to Madonna. But, you know, what's too far for her, you know, I have to pay attention to this, my heart, what's, you know, right for me. No, it was not right for me to do that video, but not because she was dancing in church, because in my church, we dance. And we praise him. But burning crosses do mean something to me, and I couldn't dance in front of a burning cross, because that means something to me as a black woman. So, but it doesn't mean that I'm against Madonna. If it might be right for her, go for it. She's got to do what she's got to do, you know?
Kurt Loder is, you know, as an observer, a longtime observer of the rock and roll scene, I want your true assessment. Is she a great talent, or is she a very smart businesswoman? Or is she both?
I think she's all those things. I mean, she's certainly a cultural signifier, and I think she's coming out for freedom and for people not oppressing each other, and for, you know, letting what's inside of you out and not feeling this. After you go through this society and grow up maybe as a Catholic or whatever, maybe you've got a lot of stuff inside of you want to get out. She's very talented. She produces her own stuff in collaboration with other people. She writes her own stuff. You know, she's not a fly-by-night kind of act.
I wonder, Patty, why do you think she gets headlines just by changing the color of her hair?
Garbage attracts flies. No, I'm really serious. I think we're living
Junior
in a...
Vasquez, you have something to say?
We're living in a people magazine
Let's go
society.
to... I gotcha.
I just kind of want to say one thing.
I think your microphone is hitting me. Just okay.
I've been wanting to say this because when I watch these shows all the time at home, why is it people who are against certain things look like that? And the ones who aren't look like...
Is that something
I mean,
bad?
it's just like, yeah, I guess. Very conservative, and I'd like to see something on the other side of the fence for a change, condemning somebody like that.
Joe, could you go back and put on your torn jeans?
That might be a bit more...
I had chinos on before today.
They look like. What's scary to me is that they're so afraid of something different. You know, they're so afraid. I think they should check that out. I mean, to me, they are the extreme problem in the family. Everything's got to be rigid.
Let me get some mainstream
comment. You know,
it must have dignity and respect, which she lacks both of.
she respects me. She has dignity. She does. She totally
Not her
has.
audience nor herself.
Let's hear from...
I think ignorance is bliss. And I mean, you're really, really putting her down, and I don't think she deserves that, because she's a very smart woman.
She is smart.
And intelligent.
Very smart.
And everybody has their own way, and you have to accept that and stop trying to knock it.
Hi. I would like to know, why did you call her garbage? Are you jealous of her or something?
No, I think actually it's the exact opposite. I look around me and I see girls my age and younger, and I see a tremendous insecurity in them because of the breakdown of the family and a lot of different reasons. And they're looking for something, they're looking for a role model. And what Madonna is doing is portraying all women as temporary amusements for women. It's really a feminist attitude. Yes, masturbatory accessories.
Well, that's the only role model they have. That's the family's fault, because there's a lot of other role models that they can be looking at. Have them read a book every now and then.
Society,
You know,
television,
Madonna's not the only role model out there. That doesn't mean that she shouldn't be there.
She's an insidious and destructive one, however.
Then you're scared. You're scared of, you know.
Well, I just want to say that if you are against premarital sex and everything like that, I think you're presenting a big problem that's that's brought up in the Bible, which is judging someone. Madonna is trying to be someone who she wants to be, and you're saying that she's wrong. Who are you to say that you're right and she's wrong?
No.
Values, very simply.
I'm going to take a break, and then they can respond. We'll be right back. Madonna. She generates controversy with every step she takes. Speak Up America, we want to hear your comments and show ideas. Give us a call at 1-900-SPEAK-UP. Let us know what you're thinking. We'll record your message to play in a future broadcast. We may even call you to be a guest on a show. So call 1-900-SPEAK-UP. Don't forget, the call costs $1. We'll be right back.
Needing, waiting for you to justify my love, yearning, burning for you to justify my love.
Justify My Love, Madonna's controversial video that was actually banned. It was banned by MTV. Now, you ladies are teachers from Metuchen in New Jersey. Do you think that MTV should have banned that Justify My Love video?
I don't think it should have been banned, but I wouldn't let my 12-year-old daughter watch it.
So you would have preferred that they put it on late at night, say?
Yes, I would have.
How about you?
I don't really believe in banning anything. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it.
I have teenage children, and I let them make their... I have a 17-year-old, 13-year-old. What's appropriate for a 17-year-old isn't necessarily appropriate for a 13-year-old, and I would make that decision for my children. You know, I don't believe in banning anything either.
Okay, what do you think?
I agree. I don't believe in banning, but I'd watch what my children watch, you know.
Okay. But Kurt Loder, how did you feel about MTV's decision to ban it completely?
Oh, I didn't think it was a good idea. I thought it should have been put on late, and I think Madonna had that idea too. She didn't think that 6-year-old children should be exposed to it. The problem you have in cable TV is that there are a lot of sort of right-wing fundamentalist pressure groups out there. If you air anything like this, they're going to come down on you. I don't know, maybe much like yourselves, I'm not sure. This is an ongoing problem. I mean, you know, I don't think this video should be banned in any way. They show it in Europe, you know.
Joe Riley?
I thought MTV made the right decision, but at the same time, the lesser of two evils perhaps would have been to put it on late. The problem with that is it's illusory. Our data from Arbitron suggests that on radio, there's no time from 24 hours around the clock when there are not 300,000 teenagers listening to radio. There's no corollary data for TV, but it could be the same.
So you think, Kurt, that had you been in charge, it would have been different?
Well, no doubt, but no, I think it should have been shown because I think what this video is saying is that there are a lot of ways for human beings to express affection and love, and it doesn't have to be strictly heterosexual, you know, one on top of the other kind of thing.
That brings me to a truth. Did you guys really play Truth or Dare, or was that just in the past?
Yes.
Now, Louis, what was the most outrageous Truth or Dare that Madonna mentioned?
Made me do?
You or Niki or anybody?
Wow. Well, the craziest thing they made me do was simulate.
You didn't simulate, y'all. You did it.
I had to simulate a sexual act against the wall for like a minute.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you were going to say something else.
And Niki, what did you do? What did you have to do?
I did nothing.
Live. She kissed Madonna. She made out with Madonna. That was the dare.
Is that true? Tell me, is that true? You fess up, come on.
It was a game.
What?
She doesn't know what you're talking about.
Did somebody ask a question? Yes, Madonna and I, we hugged.
Tightly.
Well, it was a dare.
It was a dare.
It was a dare.
Okay.
I love her. We kissed each other. We wasn't like, you know, thank you very much.
I want to ask Joe Riley what he thinks of that. I want to go right to Kurt. Don't we have a clip from Kurt's interview with Madonna? Let's see some Madonna speaks.
I did this with Michael Jackson, of course. Was this something you guys sat down and plotted out beforehand and so we're just going to knock everybody's socks off?
No, we started working together, and I didn't have a date for the Academy Awards, and
A comment in itself on our culture.
absolutely. And I said, well, and Michael was like, well, who are you going to go with? And I looked at him, I said, I don't know, you want to go? And he said, yeah, that'd be great.
And did you and Michael go home together, or what happened?
Well, no, we went to Spago.
Yeah.
And there was a big party, and we stayed there for hours and hours and hours. And then, yes, he took me home.
Did you, Niki, read Michael Jackson's unauthorized biography? The one
I
that's
have
out?
better things to read, honey. No.
Did you, Kurt?
I've read some of it, yeah.
You know that, what's the author's name? I forget.
Taraborelli.
Randy Taraborelli, right. He says that Michael Jackson says of Madonna that A, she can't sing, and B, she's only an okay dancer. Do you believe he said that?
Well, maybe. Think of all the things you could say about Michael Jackson, you know?
Amen.
Maybe he did. Hard to say with books like that.
What do you think, raw talent, hard question, about Madonna?
I think she's very talented. I mean, I think I also think she's a very good role model for young women. I mean, you can be in charge of your life, You can be in charge of your life, you can be entirely successful, you can express yourself in the way that you want, and you can be sort of on the cutting edge of art. And I think what she does is art.
The comment that I would like to make is regards to the civil rights aspect of this discussion, the way it's being presented. Martin Luther King stood for blacks being accepted within our society. We were not to discriminate, and I accept that. But when you say to me that the sexual behavior of individuals of all stripes is to be accepted and you cannot discriminate, there I disagree.
Why? You can discriminate for yourself, but you can't discriminate for me. You can't tell me what's right for my bedroom.
No, but what I am saying, as far as the society is concerned, if you have stable families and you have the love and the basic traditional values that we have had.
You can do what you want to do if you have
what I am saying, my feeling is, in terms of the black community, that you've been had, you've been used, and I think that's the tragedy.
I'm saying, you know what?
Because
what are you talking about?
What I'm saying is, Martin Luther King said, don't discriminate. In other words, the black person belongs in our society. Now, with sexual liberation, what you're saying is that with regards to sexual behavior, that all behaviors are to be accepted and you cannot discriminate. And I say, I cannot accept that. In other words,
I'm supposed to say, okay, you accept me as a black person, but you won't accept me if I'm gay.
That's exactly the point that's being made. Now you are saying
Sounds like it's your
you
problem.
are saying that you're willing. Okay.
Okay, sorry. We got the point. Be right back. Jose and Louis in bras. The bras made it. They just made it for me. That's cool. She's on the set of a new movie. She's in rehearsal, actually, on a baseball field for a new film. She can't stay on the phone, but we have a surprise caller. Hello.
Hi, Geraldo.
Hi, Madonna.
I just wanted to say hi to Niki, Ho, Lou, and Junior. It's Mommy Dearest, and I wanted you guys to know that I appreciate you giving all those emotionally, morally, and intellectually repressed people a kick in the butt. And I don't know if you guys are going to get around to playing Truth or Dare, but if you do, this is a dare for Kurt Loder. Kurt, I dare you to make out with Geraldo. And if you do, or Geraldo, if you do, I'll do any talk show you guys want to do, all right? So go ahead. Let's see which one of you guys are man enough.
I don't think so, honey.
To what?
No, I don't think so. Okay.
He took a truth.
Thanks, Madonna. Bye.
Sorry.
Kurt, I'm sorry, but I
Maybe
passed.
later.
So let me come over there. She's gone. We've lost her. But tell me about this voguing craze. How did it start?
It started around 30 years ago. It was really underground, and it started up in Harlem in the gay balls where, you know, black and Hispanic gay men and, you know, transsexuals formed this dance so they could act like, you know, fashion models and be like better than everybody else.
So how did Madonna, come on over, Jose, how did Madonna find you guys?
At the Sound Factory. This is a club. It happens on Saturdays. And we were hanging out there, and she came looking for some dancers for her tour. And we ran into her.
So you're going to do a voguing thing right now? Yeah. Joe, you want to join them? No.
I'm like you were with the Kiss, okay?
Just kidding.
I know.
Okay, go ahead. Here they are, Jose and Louis voguing. Music, maestro. Jose and Louis. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Boys may come and
Jose and Louis both thought that I who are you doing a makeover for? You did a makeover for someone?
Yeah, Madonna.
We're gonna do Michael. For Michael Jackson.
We were
right?
gonna make over Michael Jackson because Madonna was gonna work with Michael Jackson, so she didn't want to work with him with his current look, so she commissioned us to do it. But
So
we
what
never
am
got around
I
to do
wearing
it.
here? Guys?
So we decided to do you instead.
So we decided,
what is
to do you
the look?
instead.
Made in Italy? Is that what I am?
No, you're made in Moschino.
Moschino.
Yeah.
Ah, Moschino. Is that a U.S. designer?
No, it's the European designer.
European designer.
All right, well, so I guess it's okay. I feel a little like Andrew Dice Clay. But, now, you guys, did you meet Warren Beatty when you were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We met Warren Beatty.
Beatty.
Uncle Warren, as we used to call him.
Uncle Warren, you called him?
Dad.
Yeah.
You called him Dad, Nikki?
Sure.
I guess he's certainly old enough.
Because my heart belongs to Daddy.
I'm going to ask Kurt, and then I want to ask Joe the same question. Warren Beatty raised an interesting point in the Truth or Dare documentary. He said that, you know, she films everything. Madonna, everything is on stage. And I said at the top of the program, she really does live her life out on a world stage. And Warren Beatty said, the camera's always on because to you, Madonna, what's the point in living if it's not on film, basically? Do you agree?
Well, I think that probably just referred to this documentary. I don't think we should take that to be a really substantial comment. For the purpose of the documentary, I'm sure she did film everything.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I mean,
Well,
she
spends
certainly
most of her
lives
life off camera, you know, obviously.
Most of her life is on camera, isn't it?
We just heard her voice on the telephone. I mean, who knows what she's doing?
Yeah, I guess. Joe?
I thought from Warren Beatty was a very astute commentary. I think he's right. There are people who cannot, exist without the public acclaim, the celebrity that she seems to crave and covet and get. And I believe that she does many things in public because she desperately needs that, rather than in private where most normal people do those things.
Nikki, do you want to respond to that?
I just say bravo for her, to her for getting what she wants then, What's wrong with that? She's a woman who goes after what she wants, and she gets it. We're all trying to do it.
And we all love it.
We're all trying to do it.
Go ahead, Patty.
The point I'd like to make is that it seems in our society right now we're obsessed with the environment. We're worried about trout getting poisoned by pollution in our streams. Why are we not as concerned about pollution of our moral culture, which is tearing down everything that holds our society together? If you look at our society right now, American Western society, we've really become a nation of sexual dysfunctionals.
But let me just ask you this question. Let me just play devil's advocate. Okay. In Papa Don't Preach, it seemed to me that what Madonna was saying was kind of a pro-life, anti-abortion stance.
You're
Wouldn't
right,
that
and
please you?
we certainly support that, and nobody's all good, nobody's all evil. We're here to support Judeo-Christian values, and we look around at our society and we see that we've become just immersed. It's become overwhelmed by sexual things, and because of that, we have AIDS, venereal disease, teenage pregnancy.
Well, you don't blame Madonna for all that.
Well, it's become a
She doesn't.
form of
I have to give Nikki a word.
People like that make me so nervous because it's the same people who claim to be Christians, but what they forget, they're scared of people who are anything different or say anything different or do anything different, and those are the same people that crucified Jesus because he was different, because he was speaking different things. It's like, so don't pull that like
Geraldo, please, that requires an answer.
Okay, quick, come on, I'll give you 15 seconds, Joe, hurry.
That's nonsense, because what we're trying to do as best we can is to continue a society where there's mutual respect and there is some form of civility. Everything she stands for breaks that down.
Well,
and to be then accused, of anti-Christian attitudes,
Okay, I
that's
gotta take a break.
judgmental, as someone talked about up here before. That's
I gotta
nonsense.
take a break, sorry.
For free tickets to the Geraldo Show, write Geraldo Tickets, 524 West 57th Street, New York, New York, 10019. Please send a self-addressed stamped envelope or call 212-265-1283.
I'm feeling strong. It's about time. Cleaned up my life and I cleared my mind. I walk the line that goes straight to your door. We both know what it is I came here for. And if I walk away, I won't ever turn around. No.
Niki Harris, #1 on the dance charts with her own video not a backup singer anymore. Yes, ma'am.
This is in reference to the gentleman over there. You said the gentleman with the black suit on. He said that anyone that liked Madonna was immature. Well, I'm very much accountable for my faculties, and I know exactly who I like and who I don't like.
And do you like Madonna?
Good. I'm crazy about Madonna.
I just wanted to ask you, who were your role models when you were young, in your 20s or teens? Probably someone rebellious like Madonna, and you turned out okay?
Well, the media didn't have the influence when Mr. Riley was younger, and
Well,
when I was a
hear from
little
Joe.
younger.
Who were your role models? Who'd you like?
What, growing up?
Yeah.
There was a Father John Morrison, a Jesuit, who died.
Oh, no, that's not fair. That's not fair. Let me rephrase the question.
all right.
I want to
Pardon
who
me.
in the
Let me ask
popular
you.
culture was your role model?
Culture?
Yeah.
Dwight Eisenhower.
Any singers or
singers? Yeah.
performers?
Perry Como.
Perry Como.
Yeah, who was
Perry
on
Como's
with,
cool.
Who was on with the Boston Pops magnificently last weekend. Yeah.
So.
I don't think that those people were going to, you know, help destroy the family in America or things like that.
I'd like to ask you this question. Did you think Marilyn Monroe was a role model? I mean, a role model. See,
That's it.
Madonna, and I'm saying the same thing. She used her bodies and her looks. And I'm president, same way.
I'll answer that taking on something Geraldo said earlier. I don't think Marilyn Monroe, in her portrayals in movies at least, took herself all that seriously. She was a comedienne par excellence. And if you look at the pardon me, if you look at the role she played, she was not trying to play a voyeurism role, etc.
Funny person? Don't you think she's a
no,
comedian?
I
as
don't.
well?
I think she's tragic, frankly.
Geraldo, can I read something very briefly that was on
If
the
it's
end?
very brief, I don't want any kind of filibuster.
This is on the end of her video. Poor is the man whose pleasure depends on the permission of another. What does that mean? I'm a rape victim. That says rape to me. That's frightening.
I beg your pardon?
All right, then tell me what that means. Can somebody tell me, these people who say they like Madonna, have you heard her lyrics? Have you heard her lyrics?
Why do you have to give
I would
the
like to say that
other people?
Hold it.
As long as you're not hurting other people.
That proviso
I
was not in there.
think that her followers are not immature. I think she's a great dancer. She's an inspiration to me. I've been a dancer all my life, and I think she's just great, and I would love to meet her. And I think you were great at the Blonde Ambition tour.
Thank you.
I think that people that are truly sexually secure don't need to walk around half naked.
Kurt, oh, go ahead, Louis. What? Louis, go ahead, quickly.
Well, people who are sexually secure, that's why they walk around half naked, because they're secure about
I think
themselves.
people who are sexually secure can walk around any way they want to walk around because they're secure. That's the whole point. They're secure.
Hold it. Kurt Lauder, commercial question. Is she a flash in the pan, or will we be hearing Madonna's name for another 5-10 years?
Oh, you never know. I don't think she's a flash in the pan. I'd also like to point out that no one talks about God and about religion and about spirituality more than Madonna does in her work. I mean, to say that she doesn't... Yes, absolutely.
Very positive.
Absolutely. She doesn't say she has a personal line to God, and what she knows is absolutely true for everybody, which is refreshing.
I said before, everything that she does with reference to religion is either a direct anti-Catholic derogatory impact
She used to be a
or
Catholic,
whatever.
you know? I used to be a Catholic. I understand that
Fine,
feeling.
really,
We'll be right
you do.
back.
You mean...
She's questioning.